we are going to work on the navel chakra, the navel center, Manipuraga chakra. The thought current flow for this chakra is just unnecessary, broken, unidentifiable worries, unidentifiable thought flow. Suddenly, just for no reason, some thought flow. And I don't know what will happen if all the paddy field gets into the water. There is no relationship between you and the paddy field getting into the water. You can see in your life, when I gave this example, you feel, no, I never get this kind of thought flow. No. I am talking to you about you. If you just scan your thought flow, I can say, if we record connecting a software, automatic transcribing software to your thought pattern, at least 60% is Manipuraga chakra. Just for no reason it will be flowing. And unidentifiable worries, unidentifiable items, no way directly relevant to your life, no way directly relevant to your day-to-day living, nothing. Because it is there, you worry about it. I have seen people just worrying about a neighbor. Even neighbor at least you are seeing. Just like that, people worrying for no reason. Why are you worrying? Everything is going well today, who knows about tomorrow? Corrupt mental thinking system. You can identify this if you just sit and go on, pen down whatever comes inside. Just do that now. For 10 minutes. First 2-3 minutes you will not have worry. Because you will be consciously editing. No, this is not right thought. This is worry. But more than 3-4 minutes, even you can't edit. It will be there wildly standing in front of you and jumping. What will you do? So, now try. We can try. Just within 2-3 minutes, you see, whatever comes inside, go on writing. In 2 minutes, the whole thought trend will change. Unidentifiable, reasonless, causeless thoughts leading you to low mood or depression is worry. Please understand, when you plan for your future, when you think about your finance, I am not calling all these things as worry at all. I am only calling just some useless, like a no way that thought is going to improve your life. No way it is going to alter your life. Just because you are there and the problem is there, you will be thinking about it. Come on. Just go on writing without stopping. If you stop, you will become conscious and aware of what you are thinking. Only if you catch yourself unaware, you will find the worries. Catch it. Sir, question, what is the difference between dream and vision? Dream is a moments happening in low consciousness, like a sleeping state. Vision is super consciousness. And Satori, difference between Satori and glimpse. No, write it and send it. Satori and enlightenment. I can say Satori and glimpse of enlightenment is one and the same. Please be seated. This is the reference to attention need during the two-way sessions at our satsang center when Swami blesses. Other centers for Vibhuti Kumkum coming and their padukas attention need for the same to happen at the Anna Nagar Center also. All right. I'll do something for Anna Nagar Center also. Often when Swami conducts process like earlier today, visualizing light, I look inside and see total blackness. Vasudevan, please be seated. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong if you see blackness, total blackness. That's the way it will happen. Suddenly one day you will see like a egg, it will crack. That blackness will break and that light will happen. That's the way it will happen. It will actually, the blackness which you have will get intensified more and more and burst. My mind is so busy and running around like a lunatic. That's okay. See, you are not expected, your mind is not expected to settle down just like that. The technique itself to engage your mind only. It's not that your mind will become suddenly calm, quiet. You will raise to a level where the mind is immaterial. So this initially mind running around like a lunatic, shouting, doing this, that's okay, perfect. After all, mind is your part, is part of you. So it will not just like that settle down. Your life and body, everything was like a lunatic only. It was running chaotically. Even lunatic word is too small. It's just chaotic. So that's okay. That's the way it will be in the initial level. And don't worry, as you say that I ended up in acquiring one after another technique but never immersing and surrendering myself to anyone. No, you can't, I tell you. No intelligent man can practice any technique more than 21 days. Understand? Any technique. It's a law, by law. By the time you will feel that you are becoming dumb and dull by doing the technique. So don't bother about unable to practice technique. Here also I am giving technique not for you to achieve through technique, as an engagement to your mind. Let me give you this example. In Tamil Nadu villages there used to be a ritual called Mayana Surai. After every Shivaratri there used to be a program enacted in all Indian villages, Tamil Nadu villages especially. Devi will go to the cremation ground and throw puffed rice, all eatables, and then get into the cremation ground and kill the demon and come back. The story says she was supposed to kill a demon before sunrise, but the demon had too many ghosts protecting him. When she went there, cremation ground, the war field, she saw millions of ghosts are there protecting the demon. She can't kill all these ghosts and reach demon by tomorrow morning before sunrise. The ghosts have the habit of picking up and eating from the ground. Even if you give in the hand, they will not eat. But if you throw it away, they will run after that food and pick up and eat. So she threw the eatables, puffed rice all over. All the ghosts are busy eating, picking up and eating without leaving the security job. She straight went and killed the demon and came back. Here, your ego is the demon. And all the thoughts you are having is the ghost. The technique I am giving is the puffed rice. When I throw this puffed rice technique, your thoughts will be too busy there. I will go and destroy the demon and come out. That's all. I will just get inside, kill the ego, the demon, and come out. So technique itself is no way going to enlighten you. It is just entertainment for your thoughts and mind when I do my work. It's diverting the attention of your security who is not allowing me inside you. So don't bother. Techniques are just for you to struggle, not for you to become successful. Understand the purpose of technique. Technique is for you to struggle so that the presence can do its real job. This is a very nice question. How does one surrender to a master and not turn that into an egoistic act of surrender? Not even having the idea that you surrendered is the real surrender. The moment you count, oh, I surrender my body, I surrender my mind, gone, your surrender is over. Just casually, your body and mind will be burnt. That is the surrender. Surrender actually cannot happen from your side at all. It can happen only from my side. From your side, only one thing can be done. You can take care that ghosts are completely engaged with the puffed rice. That's all. Is a phobia a vasana? Yes. Phobia is usually vasana. Very rarely samskara. Usually you will not even know it is there. And when the situation comes, it will come up and express itself. Rarely you will know, but you will not be able to break it. I have a very funny way of removing allergies and phobias. If somebody is allergic for the nuts or chili and all, I will give exactly that only. Just like that they will come out. Anybody allergic to anything? I challenge actually. But chana dal. Tonight, ma, tell the kitchen to prepare a little chana dal, ma. Get it. I will say that completely she becomes all right. Anybody allergic to anything, tonight bring that object. That's all. In the darshan. Yes. All right. Actually, and this allergy thing, any allergy you just get it. Even if your kids are allergic to something, bring them and I'll just energy the same object and give. That vasana will leave the system. I am actually allergy specialist. Allergy, coma, all these things are our area. Sanjay Sangani, ingenious kid. Any of your child? She says nut allergy. In the evening when she comes for darshan, please bring nuts. I'll remove it. Rakesh Ashok, 61. He is worried about once we experience levitation, could it be uncontrollable act if we are in office setting? Are we in control? Don't worry, you will be able to control. People ask me, in bathroom if I start levitating, what will happen? Don't worry, it will be controlled only. Actually, only when you sit and unclutch, it will start happening. It is not like that switch is automatic. When it wants, it starts. It doesn't stop. No. When you unclutch only, it starts happening. You can see the brahmacharis. Tonight I will show you when they are levitating. Don't think they are not aware. I can give them the needle and thread. They will be able to easily put the thread into needle just in 1 second. Tonight I will show you. It's not that they are not aware of what is happening. They are fully aware. And you see that joy exploding in the system lifts the whole body. You can see in their face the joy exuding. Ravi, please be seated. Little attention from me is okay. Leo 14. Whenever you get this kind of experiences, don't visualize there is a dark spirit. Just feel, all right, I am going with the life. Let the life decide. Life is more powerful than any dark spirit. You understand? Just go with the life. Then this itself will become a near-death experience or out-of-body experience. This will become a powerful satori. We can enter into the process. Understand? Navel center is the center for the thought current of worrying. Causeless, unidentifiable thoughts erupting, leading you to low mood and depression like poison. Visualize your whole stomach is filled with poison. If you feel the stomach is filled with poison, what will you do? You will try to vomit. In that same force, in the same speed, try to create intense sounds which does not make any meaning. Talk in the language you don't understand or you don't know. If you know only Tamil and English, talk in Chinese and Japanese. Just some sound, but intensely, with the mood of vomiting. But feel you are vomiting the poison of worrying, the habit of worrying, the unconsciousness of worrying. This will prepare your whole system. Sit in Vajrasana or stand. Even standing is okay. Bring all your enemies in front of you, whom you hate, with whom you carry a deep vengeance. Mostly it will be people with whom you are living. Parents, spouse. You have deep unconscious vengeance on all of them. You want to take revenge for many things they did. Throw all the anger. Just vomit all the poison. Intensely, without giving a break. If you give a gap, break, you will start thinking consciously. Don't think consciously. Just throw all the unconscious tantrum out. You can literally fight with whoever you want. Only thing, you can't touch anybody who is near you. You can't beat or touch, harm anybody who is around you. Please spread all over the hall.
Putting all my trust in you, 'cause you know it's best for me to lead a blissful life, a life with no more strife. Can't believe the things I do, just to spend a little time with you. Nothing will compare, I know you will take care.
You're always showing us compassion. Your love is endless like an ocean. Nityananda, Nityananda. My life's become a meditation. Ever since we had a deep connection.